Are you a serious man?
Are you saying, are you a serious man? Or are you saying, are you a serious
Man.
man? We did a little video a little while ago about a generous man and how this word can be a little bit misconstrued by Westerners who are looking to date Eastern European women, especially when they're using things like profiles, maybe on websites, but also I've seen it on Tinder and dating apps as well. And a lot of guys think that serious and how it is translated to in the West is like serious. You're not funny. You're just your face is like this 100% of the time. But it doesn't actually mean that. So this video here we want to talk about what does it mean if you are asked, or not even if, actually I've been asked, or not even asked, I've been accused before in the past of not being serious. And I took great offense to that on all different levels, from the humor side all the way to just being serious about life.
There's many confusion that we can see on a lady's profile, because when you read it, like I know that guys, and I always say that they take very, like they look very detailed, they try to read and analyze every single word, but because of the mentality different, language, translation and everything, there can be some confusion, and that's why it's always good to have a person like us to ask. So today this seriousness is being asked by one of our clients, and so we want a little bit to talk about this. So basically, when the lady talk about serious man, and the reason that he's asking, because he's always like joking a lot, and he's very charismatic, and he says, so what, Luba, do I have to change? Do I have to be completely different on a date? And I said, no, of course no, like you're awesome, like you are very, very nice, and like it's funny what you do, it's not stupid and not silly. But when the lady is looking for a serious man, she's just talking about his intention of building a relationship. And this is also like another layer of confusion that is building, because when the guy is subscribing with us, or just in general, like looking for a lady, of course he is serious. Okay, I will talk about our clients, right? If the person really invests money, his time, and talk to us, and he did a course and he decided to do that, I consider him as a serious man who is willing to build a family. Somebody wants to get married very soon, somebody wants to marry maybe like in a year or two. So but in general, their idea of creating a relationship and family is there. And for me, this is the most important. We do not work with the people who just want to date, or they just looking for a pen pal friend, or they want just to travel to Europe and have place to stay. We do not work with them. So I know personally what is our guys about. So they are serious about building a family. But the problem that we have here is that sometimes ladies registering by themselves, maybe on some app like Tinder, let's say. And so the majority of the guys, on their opinion, there are not serious. It's the guys for one evening. It's the guys who are looking for just, a lot of Turkish guy. I'm sorry, but, we have our cliche about...
But you guys do have pretty good food, don't you, the Turkish?
Turkish, adore, yes. But anyway, so you try to compliment them, yeah. But I personally have nothing against Turkish people, just the people who were coming to Odessa. I think that they was a little bit acting wrong according to ladies, so that's why people think of them that way. But anyway, so they are not serious according to the ladies, and so because of that apps and because of action of this kind of men, the guys who are actually serious also get into the category that, is he really looking for a family? Is he really willing to build a serious relationship? And is he actually serious about coming and meet me, or he just want to talk?
Yeah, it's actually a difficult thing to manage, right? Because probably one way to say it is, in Western terms, is that not looking for one night stands. If a woman says that, maybe there are some concessions to be made when it comes to that, but that's her intention when she put the profile description into her profile on whatever app it was. The biggest, one of the biggest hurdles actually that we have to overcome is that we encourage our guys to speak to and have interactions with multiple women, right? And this is we're the only company out there that does that, but we know that works because that is our formula and it works. And this is also from my own experience as well, because otherwise you get stuck with this one-nighter.
And also it saves your time. This is one of the most important, there is different reasons why we do that, but time is also there, because when the guy is dating only one woman, he invests all his time, all his emotions, and then if it doesn't work, the result that we get after that, it's almost unfixable, because the guy is upset, upset, he's angry, he wastes his time, he put too much effort, and for the next lady, who is actually maybe his potential one, he actually thinks like, I will not do the same, I will not talk to her as often, I will not. So this is a very wrong. That's why we're pushing that hard, and I wanted, like, why I decided to stop and say that, because we've been accused on like, you want guys to meet a lot of ladies. Yes, we want, but we have a certain line when these multiple ladies are over, like when you go to a second level of relationship.
It's actually an interesting video that we should probably talk about that. But in this one here, so when it comes to if she finds out that he's just talking, like we're not talking about any intimate relationship, whatever, she can quite often think that, oh, he's not serious. I thought he was just talking to me. This is the hardest thing about our job. Do you think?
Yes.
Like managing this part is the single hardest thing for us and for the guys as well, because there's just so many factors that can go into this that can completely destroy everything. But if a lady finds out that he's talking to multiple women, she's going to think that he is not serious, that he's not serious about building a relationship. But it's not true at all. It's just the way that women from Eastern Europe think about guys, based on their own experiences, probably from their own country, dealing with men. Yeah, dealing with men that maybe with multiple women at once, right?
Because again, ladies from Ukraine or from Eastern Europe, they are looking at men in general. It's very different. When I try to explain them something, or when I have interviews with them and I talk to them, I explain them something and they're like, what? Really? Oh, I didn't know. Oh, really? So they're different. So the guys from the West are different from Ukraine. Like, they kind of know that. That is why they're looking for the Western man. But at the same time, they forgetting about this, because even Ukraine, the guy is talking to multiple women, it means what? He's F them, right? So if the Western guy from US talking to multiple ladies, like, he can't do it because he's too far. The guy from Ukraine, he can just drive 5 minutes to another street and she would be there. The guy from Ukraine would not probably speak with the ladies from Kiev, Lviv, Poltava, and etc. He will speak from the ladies from the same city. So yes, that is not what we're talking about. But when the guy, and this is the problem that we've got, because our guys are serious, I multiple times many times I getting this, like, Luba, I will get a question from the ladies, am I talking to somebody else? I don't want to lie. What should I do? And so I know that the guy, it's very tricky.
The cardinal sin.
I
call it the cardinal sin.
It's so uncomfortable and so unpleasant for me to say that, but I'm saying again to them that you are not dating them yet. You're just getting to know them. We are talking now about the period of time before the guy actually come and meet them and visit them. So I can't stress that enough, that you should not tell your lady that you're talking to multiple ladies, because you know that you just send her good morning, asking her questions to figure it out if she's the right woman for you. In the mind of the woman that you're gonna say that you're talking to multiple, for her it's like you are F them. So you have to understand that in the mind of Eastern European ladies, it is only this way. There is no other way around. And so if you want to lose this woman, yes, tell her that you talk to multiple ladies. If you don't want to lose her, do it quiet until you meet her.
It's a very complex topic there. And to be perfectly honest, it hasn't really come up much, has it?
No, because
I can't even think of one client where I know I've talked to a lot of clients who have said, like, what if it happens? And I spoke to one last week, maybe the one I can't remember if you were on the call actually, but and I said, it's the worst case scenario. It's the cardinal sin, but it rarely ever happens.
But like the lady's asking.
Well, she'll ask him directly after they've been communicating for a few weeks.
Yeah, because the guys are always asking these questions. When
the guys are the ones that worry about it,
they worry about that. The ladies, they are actually not asking that. Maybe it will happen like once in a while, but it's more talking about the ladies like super jealous. And in general, like the period of time that you are talking to a lady, that you just getting to know her, that's like it's a time that you're just getting to know her. And that's why we say that it should not be longer than 2 months, because you actually need to come, visit, and make a decision. From that point that you meet and you become intimate with her, and by intimate we not necessarily mean, and we always say that, not necessarily mean S word. I don't know, can we say these words or no? Like a kind of like a teacher at the school.
When have you ever held back on saying the S word?
S word. No, I don't know. YouTube, I just try to be a good girl.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, for YouTube just. Yes, so when, but intimate is like you hugging, you kissing, you have a good time, then of course, that is the time for you to make a decision and
Yeah.
stay with one woman. That is all.
Yeah.
But getting back to seriousness, like if you're joking, if you're charismatic, it is exactly what ladies looking for.
Yeah.
All your questions, all your action during the call, they should be bringing her up. She should be laughing, she should be smiling, she should have this pleasant sweet aftertaste after the Zoom call with you. That is of course, but serious man in your profile means that you are looking for a relationship and you are not just here for...
Looking for one night stands. Yeah.
Thank you for watching.
All right. We'll see you later.
Bye.